Okay, guys, I am sitting here with Larie Edwards, the artist, and we're doing an interview today. Hi, Larie, how you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing great. Um, I have some questions for you. First question is, what inspired you to go into music?
First, my father, Larie Everett Sr., he's a gospel musician around the Richmond City area. He really influenced me to inspire and get into music by singing with him in church. Also, my middle school teacher, Mr. Alvin Campbell, when I was part of the middle school chorus at Bouchelle Middle School in Richmond, Virginia. So those are the two that really inspired me, even though I have, people in the mainstream music world that have, pushed me along the way as well, as far as, just seeing their talent. I would have to say my father, just life in general.
So, also, I wanted to know what's the what's the best kind of music that actually, you know, that you like to compose as far as for other artists?
Well, I haven't had the chance to write for other artists per se. I have written for a couple. They just didn't get a chance to, record it. But whatever their style, mostly R&B is my thing. I grew up on gospel, blues, contemporary jazz, hip hop, spoken word. So I think it would depend on the artist and their style, mostly in the R&B, soulful genre. Some people like to call. Well, I wouldn't say my style is neo soul. It's R&B. There's a slight difference, but artists that go along that line, that's who I would feel comfortable writing for. In that style.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Also what the viewers wanted to know was what other things in music that you like to do as far as composing and singing of that nature. So, what is like your main thing as far as those two? Do you feel like those two are connected? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I grew up on gospel. Um, a little bit of jazzy tones. It's inflected in my song "Average Brother" from my first album, "Poetic Love." And I've dabbled in spoken word as well, being I'm also a spoken word artist as well, and I have got a couple of songs on my album called "Poetic Love," spoken word remix, and "Enchantment." So it doesn't R&B all the way, or some form of gospel. I want to get into. I think I wrote a rock song some years ago. I might revisit that. Like I don't mind trying different genres, but the main thing is R&B, soul, spoken word,
Mm-hmm.
and some hip hop.
Oh, that's good. Um, can you say that music saved you in a way where it kept you out of trouble?
Yeah, it did. It did
Okay.
save a few people's lives. Growing up, I dealt with certain forms of depression. Getting picked on in school. Going through the daily struggles of being an only child, growing up in the urban America, surrounded by temptation. So, it did save my life in a lot of ways.
Okay. Um, what can you say to future artists that's trying to go underground, like kind of like how you did it?
You have to be persistent. You have to be patient, and you have to learn the business. That's all I can tell you. If you're not, then you're gonna have a long way to go. But this is a business of persistence, and you're gonna unfortunately deal with a lot of stuff that you might not want to. But the music game is set up where the artist is kind of at a standstill because not only do you have to pay a label back, you pretty much have to do things that are out of order for you.
Mm-hmm.
So stay true to yourself. If I can say that, stay very true to yourself. Know your target audience or who you want to market before you just decide, hey, I want to be heard by everybody in the world. Well, everybody in the world is not going to gravitate towards your music. So you have to find a target market to identify Who's your target? Who's gonna, stream, download your music?
Oh, okay. Um, do you believe that for most people that music will actually help them? Do you believe that?
The music won't actually help them?
That it will.
Yeah. It's a very soothing thing for me. As I see other people, they're smiling when they hear a good song, or if I come on the stage and I'm happy, I want that joy to express to everybody else. So I might, dance with the ladies, and get them going. That's a fun experience, and just understanding where it is, just understanding what your place is, and don't let anybody define who you are,
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's basically what that is about, just staying true to yourself, and music is a good thing. It cures the savage beast, as they say. So a lot of people could use some good music in their lives, man.
That makes sense. So, what were some of your favorite artists that you like to listen to when you were growing up?
Even though he was before my time, Donny Hathaway was my idol. I listened to, because my dad used to play all these records around the house. So,
Okay.
Donny Hathaway, Marvin Gaye, of course, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, all the way up into Faith Evans, Mary J. Blige, Aaron Hall from Guy. Matter of fact, shouts out to Mike Waller. He actually produced a song called "So Incredible" on my album "Poetic Love." He was one of Teddy Riley's old producers. He's a Grammy-nominated songwriter as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so a lot of people have influenced me, as you see. So we'd be here all night if I name my list, but yeah. Luther Vandross as well.
Oh, wow. That makes sense. Sounds like music really has saved your life.
Yeah, it really did. I went to school for it, actually.
Oh, wow. Did you get a chance to finish?
I just, how can I put this? I finished the album Poetic Love.
Okay.
I have another EP called Love Anthems that followed up afterwards.
Right.
So, yeah, and I'm working on another project, which I'm going to call Laurie's Son.
Okay.
That's dedicated to my late mother, Miss Gloria Taylor Edwards, who was a author, freelance author, in her own right. She wrote, books and things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds like that without music, you probably would have ended up way more different than you are now, especially what you're telling us.
Yeah. It was a struggle coming up, and music really gave me that outlet to release a lot of inner pain that I was feeling. Singing, I was the type, I never really liked to sing those "I hate you" breakup songs, because I guess at that time I didn't experience it. When I did, I wanted to forget it,
Right.
because I had other things, that I had to focus on, so it was really a stress reliever.
Wow. That sounds like a really hard struggle that you really went through all those years ago.
Yeah, and you continue to fight the good fight. Life is going to be life. You just let it display in your art and how you feel. I tell anybody, I understand there's ways to do things, and I understand that, a lot of people are going to handle things a lot of different ways. But music helped calm me down. Poetry, I was a boys poetry champion in high school.
Okay.
And had my name on the marquee and everything. And I was so proud because I didn't give up. You just can't give up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, if you had given up on music back then, what would you think you would have done?
Um, I think I would have been reasonably successful, but be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that certain things didn't happen the way that I thought they were supposed to happen because I wasn't mature enough to handle the industry, even though I went to school for it.
Right.
The truth is, I was still immature. I still made rash decisions. So, walking into the major aspect of the music industry, I mean, I wasn't mentally prepared for it. You know, I wanted to, do it always, but I just think that it's just one of those things where you have to just come together with yourself and understand what you're on this earth for. You know, that's the thing. That's the key.
Well, that makes sense. So you actually feel like music was your purpose? Is your purpose in life?
Still is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, still is.
Wow. That must have been really hard on you.
It was, but I think the thing that it taught me was to take matters into my own hands. Try to build my own brand and work with people that can do the things that I don't know how to do or not well versed in. You know, extra set of eyes and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, it was a struggle, but it's all worth it at the end of the day.
Wow. Can you say that when you were struggling with, depression and also with the loss of your mom, I deeply give you my condolences on that, by the way. How was you, well, besides music, how else also was you able to escape the pain from dealing with all that? That's basically what I'm trying to ask is, what was your other escape besides, music and poetry to help you escape all that pain? What was another outlet for you?
Talking it out with people that cared about me. Reading, writing, sometimes taking long walks and rethinking the situation before I reacted, which unfortunately I have reacted in certain situations, but I like to take long walks because it clears your mind. Well, it does mine. I can't speak for nobody else.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. Well, Larie, I really do admire you. Like, you came a long way since you first started, huh?
Oh yeah. I went to college. I went to Norfolk State University. Earned a bachelor's degree in music/mass communications. And it was hard then, my mother, rest in peace to her, she had filled out those financial aid papers for me to go to college, so I had to, I couldn't do that to mom and dad. I had to go down and do what I was supposed to do. And they had this thing where when I was in college, I just knew that I had a purpose, even before then.
Right.
I had a purpose to pursue my dreams. I wasn't going to let anyone get in the way of that.
I hear you on that.
Yeah, so, from studying the notes and practicing daily, it taught me if this is what you want to do, these are the work ethics that you must possess. And you have people that's been in the game for 30, 40 plus years and still haven't figured that out yet.
Right.
I'm kind of shocked about that. But music is a healing inspiration,
That makes sense.
So
Yeah, that is definitely true. I mean, I totally get it. So it's kind of like you were, like, by the time you found your dream and your purpose, you would do anything just to make sure it gets fulfilled, no matter what was going on.
Exactly.
That makes total sense to me.
Exactly.
Wow. I call that as a story of not giving up on your dreams, no matter what the hell is going on, no matter what.
Exactly. I'll be in the park singing, and the whole world could be coming to that, and I'll still be out there singing.
I don't blame you. I would do the same thing if I was in your shoes. I totally get it. Well, Larie, it was actually nice meeting you. I'm happy to hear about your life story. It was very inspirational, but you took the struggle and the pain and you just decided to put all that into your music, and I really do admire you for that.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just to let everybody know, if you want my music, you can go to Larie, Larie, Love Anthems on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, as well as my album Poetic Love. Type Larie Poetic Love. Apple will come up or whatever whatever comes up, because it's in all platforms. And shouts out to everybody that'll catch this. You know who you are. If you've been standing up, clapping and cheering for me, you know who you are. We'll be here all night with that list. So I want to thank you for taking the time out to interview me. I gotta give shouts out to all the podcasts that plays me. Showtime the Hype Man for Cosmos Radio, Miss Teresa Taylor for Global Family Network, Promo God, Stephanie Marie, Promo God. She plays me on Puso 82 FM. Also shouts out to Boss Lady Radio. Just been a real true friend and supporter. And shouts out to everyone else that'll be tuned in. Just remember to get the EP out and out.
Of course, like that's a lot of family you have, basically. A lot of supporters and a lot of family. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, again, Larie, it was a pleasure meeting you, and for all my subscribers, make sure you subscribe, and there will be more interviews like this. So yeah. Well, Larie, it was really nice meeting you, and thank you for giving us your life story.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you guys click like and subscribe, and comment down below if you like this interview and any more you want me to do. We'll see you guys next time.